Madam Secretary, do you have a quorum?
Good afternoon. Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with the attendance of the following BAC members. Attorney Mark John Palomar, Chairperson, Ms. Angelina Joseph, Vice Chairperson, Attorney Dana Jaramillo, Ms. Josephine Pierre, and Attorney Diane Steffi Gilamon, regular members, Mr. Eric De Maculangan, Provisional Member, and Superintendent Genaro Mancho Jr., Provisional Member and User from PPD. Likewise, we have in attendance head and members of the Technical Working Group, head and members of the BAC Secretariat. On the part of the bidders, we have representatives from the joint venture of KIT Properties Beyond Site Philippines Incorporated and iPoint East Incorporated and Multi-Line Building Systems Incorporated and Riley Corporation.
Thank you. Consider foregoing. The chair declares that there is a quorum. HO-BAC-PGCS number 030-2024 come to order. Madam Secretary, we scheduled today.
We have a lone item in our agenda, Mr. Chair, and that is the private conference for the following projects: supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of CCTV surveillance monitoring for 20 sites, Phase 5, and rehabilitation of surveillance system for 7 sites damaged by Typhoon Odette.
Thank you. Unless there are any objections, let's proceed to the sole item on our agenda, the private conferences. Madam Secretary.
For the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of CCTV surveillance monitoring for 20 sites, Phase 5, with an approved budget for the contract of 500 million pesos. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 29 July 2024. We have on the list, we have the joint venture of KIT Properties Beyond Site Philippines Incorporated and iPoint East Incorporated.
Please call the prospective bidders.
Ready? Questions? Any?
Questions?
Do you have any questions?
And members of BAC. So in reference to Section 7 of the Technical Specifications, page 37 to 38, we just want to ask, what is the central monitoring system, and is there an existing operations that we can integrate with?
Ang central monitoring system natin is yung sa dito o ha? Well, basically a central monitoring system. Where's the central monitoring system now? In Ortigas. So it's a Hindi pa ako nakapunta so hindi ko mapaliwanag yun eh. What is the central monitoring system?
Mr. Chair, it's the remote surveillance center where
All the CCTVs.
yes, and the incidents are escalated. Where the incidents are escalated.
So, and the second question is
The second question relates with the 20 sites. Will the information, like with regard to like the addresses or authorized representatives, be shared or will be available? Yes. Yes.
Super Saiyan. Coordinate. We will get back to you
All right.
on the contact person.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Next is Multi-Line Building Systems Incorporated.
Multi-line. Any questions?
Question lang po namin, sir, if yung SMCC po ay pwede po bang aggregated?
You can only aggregate as provided for under 9184 and its implementing rules under certain conditions. These conditions were not met in the kailangan market study, etc. So as it is, you need it to be a single contract.
Okay po. Bali mag-query po ba kami, sir?
Pardon?
Magkasabi po ba kami, sir, ng formal letter po ng query?
Hindi. Kasi there are certain conditions before an agency is allowed to accept the aggregates of contracts. So there has to be a market study showing na hindi kaya maabot yung SLCC na yan. walang ganyan dito. So the agency cannot accept the aggregates. It can only accept a single contract as basis of the SLCC. Even if you write a letter, the conditions in which it is to be allowed has not been complied with.
Sige po. Thank you, sir.
That's all, Mr. Chair, for the CCTV monitoring. So for the relevant dates, please be informed that the submission and opening of bids for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of CCTV surveillance monitoring for 20 sites is on August 20, 2024. The deadline for the submission of the technical and financial documents is at 9 a.m. The opening of bids is at 10 a.m. August 20, 2024.
Thank you. Perspective, are they also the prospective bidders for the next project? No.
Except for multi-line
Okay.
building.
We have a few reminders which we will play after all the pre-bid conference. So we'd like to request all prospective bidders to remain until the end of all the pre-bid conference. Secretariat?
For the rehabilitation of surveillance system for 7 sites damaged by Typhoon Odette. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on July 29, 2024 with an approved budget for the contract of 120 million pesos. For this project, we have the joint venture of KIT Properties, Beyond Site Philippines Incorporated, and iPoint East Incorporated. Any question? Okay, next is Riley Corporation. No question. Tomo Technology Corporation. No question. For the relevant dates, please be informed that the deadline for the submission and opening of bids for the rehabilitation of surveillance system for 7 sites damaged by Typhoon Odette is on August 20, 2024. The deadline for the submission of the technical and financial proposals is at 1 p.m. The opening of bids is at 2 p.m. August 20, 2024. May isa pa? May habol pa?
Yes, for what project?
4.
Ay, kasama sila.
Sama lang. Okay.
Not call a friend. Okay. Please play the reminders. Hindi lang makikita. I-angulo ba natin o palipatin natin dito? You can move so you can see the reminders.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some important reminders for the prospective bidders. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some important reminders for the prospective bidders. Number 1. On the submission of bid documents. Bidders shall submit their bid documents in 2 separate sealed bid envelopes. The first envelope is the technical proposal containing 7 copies, 1 original and 6 duplicate copies, each individually wrapped in an envelope, then sealed in an outer envelope. The second envelope is the financial proposal, which contains 7 copies, 1 original and 6 duplicate copies, is individually wrapped in an envelope, and shall all be sealed in an outer envelope. The bid documents shall be hard-bound, book-bound properly labeled, with index tabs. Failure to comply with the requirement is a ground for the automatic disqualification of the bidder. Number 2. The bidder shall ensure that all Class A eligibility documents listed in Annex A of the Certificate of PhilGAP's registration, Platinum membership, are current and updated. The bidders are not allowed to submit as part of its technical proposal the Class A eligibility document. The same should be submitted to PhilGAPs. For goods offered from abroad, the correct form to be used is the price schedule for goods offered from abroad, even if the goods are already in the Philippines, as shown on the next slide. For goods offered from within the Philippines, the correct form to be used is the price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, as shown on the next slide. For the information of all bidders, the head of the PPA procuring entity is J. Daniel R. Santiago. For the procurement of goods and consultancy services, the chairperson of the BAC is Attorney Mark John S. Palomar. Vice chairperson is Angelina A. Liose. Regular members are Josephine M. Napiere, Attorney Dana S. Jaramillo, and Attorney Diane Steffi T. Guillamon. While provisional member is Eric E. Di Maculangan. Technical Working Group Head is Mitchie F. Manathad, and the members are Sharon D. Oliveros, Edwin Rita P. Estilon, Rogeline G. Mendoza, Aida T. de la Cruz, Jeannie C. Morales, and Kristen Joan Raven C. Suarez. BAC Secretariat Head is Attorney Lolita D. Solis. And the members are Darlene V. Ambay, Arlene D. Pabustan, and Audrey C. Soqueña. Take note that, if you are a relative within the third civil degree of affinity and consanguinity of the HO-BAC, the BAC chairperson, the BAC members, the technical working group, and the BAC secretariat, you are disqualified from participating in the procurement activity of PPA. Thank you.